name is it's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle Show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know.
Well, they say an early season snowstorm may be on deck in less than 48 hours, but today is picture-perfect fall football weather. Crisp and cool at Soldier Field in the Windy City. This was the scene a moment ago as the Bears emerged from their tunnel. Ready for football are they, and ready for football are we, as the Bears get set to match up with Eli Manning and the New York Giants. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
Reed.
Let's put him on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus.
Running it with the NFL's Offensive Rookie of the Year a season ago, Saquon Barkley. The 40, the 30, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Saquon Barkley, his 11th touchdown of the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Wow, first play of the game, CD, 75 yards. These people, they haven't even filed in yet from the tailgate lots.
Everyone talks about starting out fast. Everyone talks about getting explosive-type plays. That was absolutely a thunderbolt. And on the defensive side, you spent all week scheming, all week preparing, and it seems like it goes right out the window.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And they'll start in a hole here as he's brought down at the 11-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these team special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 11. First carry from Mike Davis, the former Seahawk. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 14-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now Trubisky. Hits his target. It's Tanner Gabriel. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 23 yards the pickup there.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run with a third-year man. This is Tariq Cohen. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that will influence these guys and continue to get upfield and find a way.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jones. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The inside linebacker, Danny Trevathan, gets the sack. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Manning going to hand it off to Barkley. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. It was the linebacker Leonard Floyd on the stop.
Brings up 3rd down.
Let's go now. 90 Wolf.
Faking the give to Barkley. Now Manning. He gets it complete to Latimer. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
Remember, with Rosas, there was some speculation last year in the preseason that he might not hold on to his job with the Giants.
But he certainly answered the challenge, didn't he? 32 of 33 during the regular season, 97% that is, and was named to the NFC Pro Bowl team. And by the way, at 6'3", 234, he can bench press your kicker.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. 1st down, a run with Cohen. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Check 52. Slam.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Davis. There to stop him on the defensive side, Lorenzo Carter. From the 39, Trubisky. And coughed it up. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
A nice burst there as they'll get about 7 that time on the 1st down run. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. That's something we saw over and over again in Barkley's rookie season. He had 91 catches last year, most ever by a rookie running back. Part of a fantastic rookie campaign that saw him go over 2,000 total yards. On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The good run on 1st down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
Manning looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And Tate's got it. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. First catch so far for Tate, and he's got a 1st down.
Let's go.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
I hope you brought your list because I'm about to take you to 5.
shotgun now for Manning. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 4 last play. Double that here and get 8.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Manning now to throw. He's got the rookie, Darius Slayton. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 11 yards there, first down. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Manning to throw once more. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Ready?
Now Saquon Barkley. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Akeem Hicks that time on the tackle. This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
Check 59.
On 3rd and 2, Manning. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Khalil Mack, it's his 20th sack of the season as he continues what could be a record-setting campaign. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Our first update now comes from Atlanta, and the Bucs are out to an early lead. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
They'll throw on first down with Trubisky. Open man is Trey Burton. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. 23 yards, the final tally. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Trubisky. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. T.J. Green with a pick, and they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line.
All right, work with me, partner. This is a classic understatement. Their execution has been very poor. Last 3 drives, 2 interceptions and a fumble. Winning football? We're not seeing it right now.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets them to 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Hey, Echo. Mike 5. Clear. 5-9. I'm trying to collect.
Play action. Manning. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Tate. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down. Manning going to come up on 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game. Now Manning. Touchdown, Giants. Golden Tate. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go. Look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
PAT up and good by Rosas. And that makes our score 17-0.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
Want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
And he works free. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 23 yards the pickup there.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. He was trying to hit Taylor Gabriel that time, but it'll be 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. And the Giants will go with 6 defensive backs here on 3rd. From midfield now, here's Trubisky. He's got his tight end, Burton. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A good pickup, 17 yards and a Bear 1st down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
This is Cohen. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Giants' 25-yard line.
22 Jet Bomber, 22 Jet Bomber. Hey, alert.
From the 25 on 2nd down, Trubisky gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A 1st down carry for Davis. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
On 2nd and 9, Trubisky. This is caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
First and goal at the 1-yard line.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And for the third time here, and I do believe this is going to line up a safety. It is. It's a safety. How about that for a wacky play? Wow, what a disaster. You talk about a guy making a good play on the interception and then just trying to be too cute on the return.
It almost felt like his own gyroscope really got out of whack, didn't it? Going backwards into your own end zone after such a great play. Totally disoriented and gave up 2 points for his team.
Let's go.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, the number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Trubisky. Got his target, Pierre Garçon. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards there, a first down.
That's good for the Bears.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Here we go, D. Red, come. It's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Jim. Red, come. Switch.
Now Trubisky on first down. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
Come. 180. Hey, watch the screen. Hey, ball. Back. Check. Greystone, travel.
They'll run on first down. It's Cohen, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play, and that's going to make it 2nd and 14.
Come. 180. That was the mic. He don't know no. Alert.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. He's going to air one out. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Trubisky. Finding Gabriel, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. Trubisky now 10 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, here's Trubisky on first down. That's going to be caught, and he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Alert. He's checking. Crash. Check three, check three, check three. 36.
They'll try to punch it in with Davis. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Just a gain of a yard in what all likelihood will be the final play of the first half. Another try for Davis. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. Mike Davis in the final seconds of the first half, as they're now just an extra point away from getting back within one score. Now Trubisky will lead the Bears up to go for 2.
Hey, here we go. Quick that.
Now a toss coming right side. Cohen. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. So the defense gets the stop. I know it's situation to situation, but who has more pressure there, offense or defense, when they go for 2?
I truly believe it's the defense has more pressure because the offense has an entire playbook wide open from the 2-yard line. You can run it, you can throw it. So defensively, I think most teams are going to be aggressive and force the issue and try and bring pressure.
So we come upon halftime with 9 points separating these two teams. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, you know?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Here's Trubisky to throw. That is caught by Cohen. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. From the 41, Trubisky. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Trubisky. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Eli Harrell. He's the culprit, causes a loss of 5, and it brings up 4th down. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
So they wound up passing on a long field goal try, but that works out for him really well. That one's down inside the 5-yard line.
And it's risky because your punter, if he puts it in the end zone, the net result not worth it, but there, I think worth it. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they will start this drive with just terrible field position, backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a one-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Now Manning. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Faking the give to Barkley. Now Manning. And Ingram hauls it in. Thought they were going to force a 4th down. Instead, P.I. gives him the first.
And that's frustrating because you think you've taken them really deep into the count, haven't you? Instead, you've got to start all over. That can really, really be demoralizing.
On 1st down, Manning to Shepard, complete over the middle. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant 1st down.
1st down, Giants.
Got it.
59, Mike. Mike is 59. Mike to 59. Tackles, tackle. Check. Check 9.
On 1st and 10, here's Manning. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The sack there by Roquan Smith.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Khalil Mack in there for the sack, and that is now 21 for him on the year. Wow, what a season. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Hey, lock it.
Slam. Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Watch the shift.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. Eluding the pressure right. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or 2 short, and it's 4th down. Here's Riley Dixon now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Eli Harrell able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
And that's his 2nd sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep, and that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Right, 80.
Watch the car. Watch the
18.
They go play action. Trubisky bearing it deep for Garcon, and that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
Well, we're into the 2nd half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
Call it a loss of 12 that time. That'll bring up second down. Manning going to throw. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
60 Pittsburgh. Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant. Kill. Hey, turn it up.
On play action. Now Manning. And he gets it complete to Latimer. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up fourth.
A gain of 6 yards on the play. Brings up fourth down.
Here's Riley Dixon now as he's on to punt for New York. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's Riley Dixon now as he's on to punt for New York. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
Now it's Trubisky. The screen pass here to Cohen. And he'll be taken down for a loss back at the 3. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. The loss of 3 on that first down pass play, now 2nd and 13. They hand off to their big tight end. And he's upended at the 6 as they double their room to maneuver on a pickup of 3. Not the start to the drive they were looking for. That run doesn't do much at all.
No, not at all, and it leaves them with 3rd and long. And you know, this is the time of game where these drives really start to matter. They got to make some moves.
On 3rd down, Trubisky. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he's on to punt for Chicago. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Giants will begin this drive in good shape. 1st and 10.
Set. 50. Plant. Let's get some smooth. Fair. Ball out. Hey, Sam off.
Manning now on 1st down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Leonard Floyd, the old Georgia Bulldog, fighting his way into the backfield.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Go.
After the sack on first down, Manning. And he slings one that's incomplete. Evan Ingram was the intended target. Third down here.
I know you're thinking it, but I'll just go ahead and say it. To give you an idea of how sharp he's been in this game, just his second incompletion, and we're in the fourth quarter.
He has been locked in, laser-focused all throughout this one, hasn't he?
Certainly has, and he's gotten some help from his receivers as well. They also are locked in.
Yeah, the drops have been at a bare minimum. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this fourth quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
A first down carry for Barkley. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Manning's throw complete to Tate. A lot of eyes on Golden Tate this year to see if he can take over some of the production that OBJ had before he got shipped to Cleveland. You know, Beckham had 1,000-yard seasons 4 of his 5 years in New York. Golden Tate struggled at the end of last year in Philadelphia, but he had a really good run in Detroit, including 3,000-yard seasons in the middle of this decade. Now a play fake. Manning. And he's got it. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Now, that's a big pickup right there, and so often we focus on how the quarterback's faking on play action. How about everyone being in on the deal and picking it up?
Second and third levels, you could see them trying to recover. They bit. Worked out offensively. They come out with one back and 3 tight ends. They'll try to pound it in with Goldman. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal.
This is where coaches have to have spent a lot of time going over situations with their players, because him getting tackled there is not the worst thing in the world. You're going to run more plays, right? Clock's going to go. But his thought process is getting into the end zone. It's counterintuitive for him to actually go down in this spot.
Yeah, but like you say, you don't want to get in the end zone too early here.
No, not at all, because you may leave an opening that can come back and get you.
The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Well, partner, Marvin, our number 1 stats guy, just handed me a little card that says he has 97 yards on the ground today. You think he's going to get the ball again?
I think so. 3 away from that century mark. Got to have it.
Yeah, and I think what they're going to call is one of his favorite runs, whatever he feels comfortable with, and what the offensive line is executing.
And he takes it into the end zone for a giant TD. Saquon Barkley. His second touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. Rosas now to add the PAT. And that one could be important, as that makes this a 16-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Going with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Draw play here. Trubisky gives to Cohen. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
I thought that was a good call. Passing situation on 2nd down. They hit him with a draw instead and pick up nice yardage.
Yeah, because the draw, they're thinking pass when they see that initially defensively, right?
Well, you know, in today's NFL, most of the time on 2nd and long when it's a passing situation, pass rushers are on the field and they're only thinking one thing, get to the quarterback. And oftentimes you can bypass them with a running play.
So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. Throwing here, Trubisky. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. There for the sack, B.J. Hill. And, Charles, they only needed a yard there. They try to pass the football. What do you think?
Well, I can't really go all out and kill them for the call because that 3rd and 1 fake and throw it over the top for a big play, that often does work. But in this situation, the pressure got to him.
Stop your whining.
Lock in, lock in.
They're going on 4th down. It's Trubisky. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Janoris Jenkins. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it.
Let's go now. 8, read. Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist. Get it.
Here's Perkins on 1st down. Ha-ha, Clinton Dix there for the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. That's going to set them back 5 yards.
Here comes the boom. I see you, boy. I see you. Down. 60 outlaw.
No. Hey, we got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball.
Let's go.
And they take a knee. So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the Giants, the win gets them a step closer to 500 at 5-6, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Chicago,